Sonia's Book Talk. So the Tournament of Books is what I'm talking about today. If you are a super geeky reader, you've probably heard of this. I will put the link here so you can learn more about it. It's not something that the library does. It's more on a national level. Every year during March Madness, there are 16 books that go head to head, and the judges are book critics, reviewers, authors that are picked every year, different panel of judges, and they get assigned 2 random books, and they get to critique them and compare them and then decide which one they enjoyed more. So obviously it's subjective. It's, you can't pick how is one book better than the other. It's really in terms of personal enjoyment. So it's just an excuse to talk about books. And you can fill out your brackets by choosing which books you think you should advance. But the better strategy is to think of what the judges, look up the judges, see their reading taste, and kind of guess what book they might favor. So it's just a lot of fun for book nerds. So these 3 books are in the Tournament of Books this year. And I actually talked about another book in my Best of 2020, the one called We Ride Upon Sticks. That's also in the Tournament of Books, but I already talked about it. But that's kind of my favorite of all the Tournament of Books this year. Okay, so I will start with The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. This one was a big hit last year, actually, and I just read it recently for the Tournament of Books. This is 2 sisters in like mid 20th century in the South, and they grow up, and the one decides to pass as white. So she leaves her family. She, takes on a whole new identity because she falls in love with a white guy, and they're very light skinned. So they're able to, some Black people were able to pass as white back in the day. But if you think about it, you have to just make up a whole new identity. So her twin sister is left wondering where her twin sister went. So this book made me feel like a bunch of things, like how could a sister do that? But okay, she did it for love. But I went back and forth. They're really good characters here. The writing is really good. It's pretty vivid. It helps you see all the scenes, and then it shows actually the effect on the children too the children that the 2 sisters have, and that eventually those 2 children happen to meet. So it's pretty intriguing. Obviously, there's that whole issue of race that you could talk about. So probably good for book discussion, I'm thinking maybe in the future. So The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. The next one, Leave the World Behind. This one deals with a family who's on vacation, and the premise is like this is the last weekend before everything starts falling down and the apocalypse starts to happen. So if you think about it, it's when you know like that the end of the world as you know it is coming. It's just going to be probably a regular normal day for you, right? Anyway, I don't know if I'm making this book sound very good, but it's very unsettling. There's an atmosphere that's kind of creepy, and it's very unsettling because things start to happen and they don't know like what's going on because they're just in the middle of nowhere, basically. So this is more about the writing, very good descriptions. If you want like an action-packed apocalypse of wars and stuff, that's not what this is. This is like what happens right before, what happens in a pre-apocalyptic instance. So it was good. The writing kept me going because he's a good writer. All of these books, by the way, are first-time authors for me. I'm reading these authors for the first time. And my favorite of these 3 is Transcendent Kingdom by Gyazi. She wrote a big hit called Homecoming, but I really like this better because this focuses on one woman and her questions. Why? Why do some people have mental illness? Why, how does the brain work? Like, can science help human suffering? Like, can science help addiction? So she's studying, brains in mice, and she's like a neuroscientist getting her PhD. And I like it because she has all these questions. A lot of the text is her thoughts, and I don't mean like a stream of consciousness, like jumping all over the place. She's really pondering things as she's, helping her mom who's mentally ill, as she's remembering her brother who died, as she's working in the lab with these mice. So I just really like this. I'm not even done with it yet, but I'm really looking forward to finishing it. And I chose this to win Tournament of Books. I don't know if it's going to. I think maybe this one will. So we're in the final round, I think, in the next few days. So check out the link for Tournament of Books. It's fun. If you have any questions about it, email me, put comments below. Have you read any of these books? Let me know, and join me next time. Thanks.
If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the Stickney-Forest View Public Library's YouTube channel. Also, like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The Stickney-Forest View Public Library District, where great things happen.